What's up, second channel? And today we are going to be talking about one of the worst clout chasers from my city. So one thing that I have to inform you guys before we even get started with the video, I'm somebody that's very prideful with how I came up on my first channel or on my main channel. I feel like taking the easy way out or doing something that will get clout without you actually putting the work in is something that's kind of disrespectful to people that actually did put the work in. I know I was pretty much clout chasing off of the first channel to try to like talk about bigger content creators that had downfalls, and that's not really clout chasing. I wouldn't categorize it as clout chasing because at that point they didn't have any clout. So yeah, anyways, this guy that I'm going to talk about today, I'm just going to say his name's Jeff. As you guys know, like the go-to name for my videos are Jeff. Jeff is a huge clout chaser. Even till this day is a huge clout chaser, and I'll tell you why. Now I can say like with 100% confidence that me and Jeff are not friends. Me and Jeff are not acquaintances. We're none of that. Thing is, when I was going to college, I'd see him around sometimes, which was cool, but I'd never talk to him and I wouldn't like even conversate with him. But he had like followed me on Instagram like a long time ago. And he would comment underneath my video or underneath my pictures, and you'd be like, yo, that's dope, blah blah blah, and he would like try to get his engagement up like anybody that wants to be recognized. So Jeff was a SoundCloud rapper. If I'm being honest, he was a SoundCloud rapper. And not to be disrespectful to Jeff, but I saw some of his music. Well, I actually like heard of some of his music, and it just wasn't good. It wasn't good, but I'll get to that like further down the video. At this point, I didn't know that he was a SoundCloud rapper. I just thought he was a cool guy trying to reach out and like start like a friendship or whatever else. So I followed him back, and I also had him on Facebook, I believe, and he had followed me there as well, or friended me there. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just friend him back. So what he does is he'll come out with like a new song or new music video or something like that, and he'll tag like 100 people or the max amount of people that you could have tagged. It was just too much, and he really believed that he would make it out, which is like, okay, it's kind of like this TikTok.
Chocolate bit book, those are not edible, those are chocolate chip cookies. I've been making money, I am not no damn rookie. I just hit a nigga in the head with a ooga booga wooga. That bitch suck my dick, it's all like ooga booga booga. I just hit my teacher in the head with a snooka booga.
It wasn't bad. I can't say it was bad. The music was bad, but his drive to try to like make it out is something that I could like kind of relate with. But the thing is he did it just so horribly. If you're like, what I told my friend when we were talking about it, I said, if your music is good enough, people will be naturally attracted to the music. You could shout out and stuff like that, but you wouldn't have to do these things for clout just to get to a point to where your music will be heard. And you might be asking yourself, well, I almost called myself Wills. And you might be asking yourself, well, Wills, what did he do to get clout that was so bad? I'll tell you what he did. This dude, Jeff, as soon as the COVID virus became like super spread and like everybody was getting it, he had somebody else, or he faked as being somebody else, to write a huge paragraph on his Facebook account or his like music page on Facebook to say that he was dying or that he died from COVID. People are like, being like apologetic in the comments, and they're like, oh my god, it's so sad, like I remember the dude, like he would be rapping all the time and things like that. And people were actually sad that he had passed away from COVID, because at that time the COVID death rates in my state weren't super high. So like a week later, maybe even a couple days later, or even a couple hours maybe, there was somebody that came out with screenshots of him in their DMs talking about like, don't comment on this post I just put up. I want people to think that I died so my music will get plays. So he faked his death, tried to fabricate it as if he died from COVID just to get some streams on his music. And when it came out that he was just capping for some plays, he just like, I'm pretty sure he deleted the whole entire like Facebook like page and then tried to start over. He tried to like delete the status, things like that. And I wish I knew who still like exposed him for it, but I don't even remember it, because I would get the screenshots of it, but I can't even remember who did it. Now the thing is, like I've said to all my other friends that I was talking to about this, because it was like a huge thing, because he wanted himself to be known so badly that he would like tag 1,000 people and stuff, and like he would like try to get his voice out as much as possible. So when you do something like this, everybody's going to be talking about it, especially the people in your city. So we were talking about it, and I was like, the thing is, if he really thought his music was as good as it was, he would just let it naturally gravitate towards it. I get it, the people from my state really don't make it out, and it's very hard to get noticed because we're kind of in like a bubble of our own to where we're like next to New York and next to Boston and above like New Jersey and things like that. So it's very hard to make it out with music, at least. But the thing is, again, you have to continue to build on your craft. Like me, I never thought my earlier videos were extremely good, like my basketball content and stuff, but I always had a feeling that I would make it to a point where I am now on my channel, to where I believe that I can continue to grow and have a really great like platform, because I continue to work on my craft, work on my editing skills, work on my talking skills, and it became something that I really enjoyed to do, and I knew that I was pretty good at it. The thing is, he never wanted to do that. He just thought, put some music out, make it a music video, or just have my voice as a music video type of thing, and it will get plays. Like, he never tried to go above and beyond to actually try and get his music heard. Things like starting a career or like starting like YouTube or anything like that always makes you have to have 100% of focus, motivation, and like manifest it as well. But you have to continue to grow. And if you're not continuing to grow as a rapper or YouTuber or anything, and you're just staying in the same place, you'll never like actually grow. So this guy used COVID as a way to say that he died from it, to try to get clout and streams from it. He just made himself look even more of a fool, to where people don't even respect him as a artist anymore, to a point where he had to leave and move away from here to go somewhere else. I'm not gonna say, because it'll pretty much give away, if anybody that does know him or is like watching my video, it'll give it away. But he was pretty much forced to leave here because he became a joke. And this is just like a message to anybody that is trying to start off on YouTube or start off on a music career or things like that. Try to do it authentically, and don't try to do it off of clout, or like try to say that you died from a mass pandemic where it is actually killing people. Because one, it's insensitive to people that actually have died from it and family members that are affected by it. And two, if your music's not good, you're not going to get streams anyways. So I didn't understand it. The thing is, he tried to finesse the hustle and the steps to get to where he should be. He tried to at least do that, and it didn't work, to a point where he had to leave Connecticut to go all the way somewhere else just to get some actual respect. And I still don't think he's getting respect from it. Even after he left CT and he went down to where he wanted to go to actually try to get his music heard, because he said that he couldn't get it heard from where he is, he still tried to get clout. Like, he got arrested and he was like spazzing out at the cops and stuff like that, and he had somebody recording it. There's also another time where he was just like trying to hand out his mixtape and stuff, and people weren't trying to have it. So he like got like upset with them and started trying to fight them and things like that. It's just like everything he did. I'm pretty sure he had tried to give food or like a jacket or something to the homeless, but he had recorded it and it was not genuine. He did it because he was doing it to get attention from for his music or for his brand. But again, this doesn't help you in the long run, because you're only doing it for clout. Like, after he had said that he had died from COVID, like, now people don't respect him enough to believe that he was doing all these genuine things, or quote genuine things, because he actually wanted to. It kind of just seems like now he felt like he had to try to get clout off of it. Everything that he did that could have been genuine now isn't really genuine, and people really don't believe that he's doing it out of a good heart. He's just doing it to get some clout. Moral of the story is, don't become a clout chaser, and don't use COVID as a way to get clout, because you'll just end up looking stupid in the long run. Anyways, props up to Jeff. Hopefully he's doing well with whatever he's doing. I don't know. I checked to see his channel to see if he's putting out any new music. And even though he had moved to go produce music, I have not seen anything that is worth listening to. No disrespect to Jeff, of course. You know, after everything that he's done, this is something that he should be knowing that will be happening. This is Will's from a couple days later, and I completely forgot to mention that one of the guys I used to hang out with got on the Jerry Springer show. I hope I could find the episode, but yeah, they did it for clout. Pretty much they said that the Jerry Springer show was extremely fake. And of course it is, because the Maury show is extremely fake as well. I guess he had went on there to say that he was having an affair with somebody that was transitioning into a woman that was a man. And yeah, the episode was pretty crazy. But they actually got clout from it. I don't know if Jeff actually got clout from it. I think his friend did, because it was at like 1 million views. So if you ever find that, I know I don't have that much clout on this channel, I know, but if you do find that episode, let me know. Let me know. But anyways, I'll give you right back to past Wills to finish up the video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my little rant and like story time of this guy who used COVID as a way to get clout. And I will see you guys in the next video.